How are you all doing? This is Dr. Samuel J. Lombardo, the Soul Mending Alchemist, world renowned. You can follow me on the web at Soul Mending Alchemist 1111, all one word, on TikTok as well. And on Instagram as Soul Mending Alchemist 11, all one word. All the rest of the information you can find in the description or detailed thing. Please take what resonates to you and your personal situation. If it does not apply, then let it fly. I could be speaking to you and I could be speaking to them, or I could be speaking to them and it is for you. You can switch, flip, and flop the roles as you do see fit to you and your personal situation. So tonight I am speaking to a collective who has been praying earnestly for a breakthrough. And this message will be very short and concise, much shorter than most of my other lives. But I am getting, let me just give you the zodiac signs that I'm channeling. I'm channeling Pisces, Aries, Leo, Gemini, Cancer, Libra, and Sagittarius. There's some kind of a breakthrough is what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing in my third mind's eye, even as I am driving. Yeah, so I can channel messages while I'm driving. That's crazy, isn't it? Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, as I will be doing more of these lives for you more consistently. I thank everyone that is watching, and if you are interested, definitely share with others and let them know about this. I am the world-renowned soul mending alchemist, and my job is to heal people from the soul and to find their breakthroughs in life. Okay, that's what I specialize in. And I also do a lot of healing using tuning forks, Reiki, as well as sound bowl treatments and chakra healings as well. How do I do that? Explain your question just in a little bit more detail. How do I do sound bowl healings? Or, because I've said a mouthful there. And I will always leave with this here saying that, actually, no, this is actually very important for tonight. Someone's prayers are being answered about a breakthrough. Now, we all know what it is to pray, but the truth about the healing comes from meditation. And how do you do that? It's very simple, actually, and that is when you are actually allowing God to talk to you. So you're listening to God. And so you need to be in a quiet place. You need to be able to hear. You can have calm music, but you want to also, and when I say calm music, I'm not talking about the stuff like hip hop hooray type stuff, okay? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Um, well, to answer your question, Jesus Lover, sound bowl treatment is more or less chakra healing. It is, well, my particular set is 7 bowls that are represented by each of the different chakras. And basically, I utilize the energy with crystals as well as with the prayers. Now, mind you, God created all of this stuff, even the music, to go with it. So it's not the crystals that you are praying to, it is the energy of which, God will release that goes through the crystals. And so each of the crystals also mean a particular chakra field within your body, okay, within your soul. So then those layers are being also healed with frequencies. So each of the bowls have a specific frequency of which, if you're following me. And then meditation. Well, meditation, if you have an issue where there are random thoughts that come in when you're in a quiet place and you're wanting to allow God to speak to you, then the best bet in that case is to pray over the dominions that are either causing you to be tired or causing you distress while trying to allow God to speak to you. Because a lot of people think that there are miracles that are happening, which is true, that miracles do happen, but the real question is, who is the one actually doing the miracles? If you know that you are praying, and that everything is in prayer, then you know who has the upper hand. Okay? But if for some reason or another you're seeing random miracles happening in your life, be careful of what spirit you are getting these miracles from. Okay? So that's how you channel what spirit is doing what. Is it the fear energy, the devil energy, or is it actually, hello, how are you? Pancher Grand Herman, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe, and you'll get more content here. Exactly, it could be from the devil. Most of the time, if you're not praying, most of the time it is coming from the devil, especially if it's stuff that you're wondering like, well, I didn't ask for this, but hey, I enjoy it. Thank you, God. All of a sudden you're like thanking God for something that maybe God didn't even deliver. Now, if it's going to help you in the long run, then thank God anyway, but let God forewarn it. Ask God to deliver you from whatever this situation may be, because there are powers that be that really try to distract us. Okay, and so that's some of the things that you want to make sure that you're following through with the right spirit. Um, but going back to what I was saying, that meditation is extremely important collective, okay? Meditation isn't the only thing either, but it's the main thing because it's going to determine what spirit is actually speaking to you, because God will speak to you when you're speaking to him. He does not force his energy into anybody, okay? Just FYI. Now, on top of all of that I have mentioned, other ways of healing, besides those as well, is literally, and this is what somebody was doing, okay? Somebody was actually praying for their enemies, legitimately, and they were praying for healing of their enemies. It wasn't just any prayer. I want to give kudos to whoever that is, because that shows true courage that you are not actually dealing with grudges, okay? And it's also healing you from any grudges that may be happening in your life. All right. So with that being said, if this is speaking to you, and you will know because you would be the one seeking healing from God from various grudges, okay? Specifically, these grudges could be anything from family members that may have right. Right, yes. I was reading the last comment there from Jesus Lover. Yes, that is correct. I'll be talking about that here in a minute, actually. So yeah, give me a couple of minutes here. Thank you, everyone else that has been tuning in. And if this message does find you later, uh, you know, my messages that are channeled are time sensitive. Timeless, okay? So that means that it could be for today or it could be for tomorrow, all right? Just saying for anyone that is wondering, I'm going to move this over so I can see a little bit better on my live. So, going back to what I was talking about, so the people that I am talking about are those who are holding grudges toward people, and they are finally realizing that holding grudges is not the way to heal. And it's not. Unbeknownst to you, what you're doing is you're putting more stress and you're giving glory to the devil. You are honoring your grudges. And most of us do that without even realizing. And some examples of actually honoring our grudges is making assumptions or judgments toward the people that we may hate without actually making interaction. Now, I'm not saying that you have to interact, okay? And I do want to talk about that too, but that's a different message for another day. This is individuals that were praying for healing and wanting to get rid of the grudges that they were holding, okay? And so for this particular message, for this particular set of collective, you are someone who perhaps you have found the light and God had answered and made a breakthrough, okay, to whatever this grudge is. Hello, thank you for tuning in. And Endoge Gel, how are you? I truly appreciate it. Um, please like, share, and subscribe if you hadn't done so. And Follow me for more content. Most of what I would be doing are messages as you are hearing tonight. I would also say maybe to listen to the earlier part of the message so that you kind of get where I'm getting at. So my time is limited, so I'm gonna not repeat everything that I have already stated. But what I will say, collective, is for those of you that have been following me since recently, anyway, a lot of the messages were tailored with healing. Healing either from grudges, healing from injustices, God's protection, etc. Okay. And these are very, very important messages because for some of you, maybe you have thought that you made judgments and stepped out of character a little bit. Okay. If you were praying over a grudge and God made a breakthrough, one of the immediate miracles that will happen without you even recognizing, and that this will be the case for anyone that had this particular prayer, is that long-time people that you have not spoken to will return. Now, this is a whole nother message because for some of you, if the people are returning, hear me out, I'm making this very clear. If you have not prayed this prayer and the people are returning, then there is strings attached. So you would be the collective that would basically be monitoring karmics, okay? So I don't know what just happened there, but I'm back. Sorry about that, folks. Something clicked over and then I thought I've lost the video. Apparently the devil don't want me to have this message, but you're gonna hear it anyway, nevertheless. In any case, I want to bring to your attention that if you did not pray and all of a sudden, and you know that that is part of your ritual, okay? Maybe you do cleanses, maybe you do sound bowl healing, chakra healings, etc. Okay, whatever it is that you do, okay? No judgment here, all right? So I just want to make sure I got that straight as well. Okay, if you didn't do any of those things and people are coming back, then you probably are dealing with karmics from the past, which is going to be another message for another day. The people I'm talking to are the ones that were praying over the grudges and seeking healing. Those people that you're ready to forgive are going to be the ones of which, to that part of the collective, will get people coming back, but they will be reconciling. So let's talk about what reconciling actually means. I kind of did, I believe, on my Facebook account to those that were following me there. Here is a little bit of a different story. Well, you're very, very close to the theory. But I am one that actually does not believe in the rapture at all, you know, where you get whipped into heaven and then there's 7 years of tribulation and everybody's going to know. But I do believe that Jesus will come. and he will bring his people. And when he does come, which could be sometime soon, I know it's 44 years sooner than it was before, okay, because that's my age. um, but in any case, when he does come, yes, there is no turning back. Oh, could I get a second chance or whatever? Your chances are now, you know. But we'll talk about that on another video as well. There's so many topics that I can, but I am speaking to I'm speaking to the collective so that they understand the difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. I don't think I talked about this on my YouTube channel, and it's very important. So let me repeat this for the new folks that are coming in and watching the video as well, or for those who may have missed this. This message is going to be for anyone who was praying forgiveness, praying over grudges, okay, that they had with family, friends, ex-lovers, whatever. Now, I'm not saying that you should go take your exes back or that you should go and become friends with so-and-so again or whatever, okay? But what I am saying is that if you are the one who has been praying over these lost souls that you know are karmics and you want to pray over your grudges and you are seeking reconciliation, then God has answered your prayers. That's what I'm talking about. That now, reconciliation and forgiveness are two different things. Forgiveness is basically the prayer that you have prayed. Reconciliation has to come from the other person. Did they actually hear God speaking about the prayer that you did? Because even if they are a karmic, okay, they still will have a sense of hearing. I know it sounds funny, but there is a whole lot of truth to that. They will still understand what God is telling them. The question is, will they do what God is suggesting to them? That's a different story. In fact, that's a whole different topic for another day. Well, I do know that the devil got blacklisted out of heaven. And I still ask to this day, every time that he tries to remind me of my future, or excuse me, remind me of my past, so I remind him of his future. I'm like, well, you know, maybe I did do that sin, but you know what? As of yet, I am not blacklisted out of heaven, and I don't plan to. How you did it, I have no idea, and I don't even care for the slightest. Okay, so that's the collective, that's the party that I'm joining right now. So I'm not joining the party of, you know, sin, but we always must love the sinner and hate the sin, and that is the reconciliation part. Now, in the spiritual sense, to those that are that have a theory of the cancel. Okay, did that do anything? Okay, if anybody new is on here and you hear me, please like, share, and subscribe. I thank you for tuning in. I don't know. I honestly do not know what's going on. This is strange. Well, let's try this. I mean, only one thing that I can do. All right, well, I don't know if anybody is on or what, but I'm gonna test the waters that maybe I fixed the sound problem. I don't know. What does this do? Nothing. It just turns that off. Um, I guess it wasn't. I guess it wasn't meant to be. This is very interesting. Okay. Let me know whoever is on right now. Well, never mind. It must have it's the 2 cent. Um, well, I don't know if the sound is on or not, and I don't want to continue this further if it isn't. So until next time, have a wonderful and blessed day. May God bless you all. Peace. I don't know. I literally don't know what.